we went by train. The train station was, I don't know if it really was as far as I thought, but it seemed to me that it was very far. And of course we couldn't at that. My father had no job, had no clients anymore, and we had no money, so we all took the subway to the station, and there was just many, many people. And all the relatives came, and they all gave me candy, so I had a big bag of candies, and that was uppermost in my mind, really. I did not believe that I was leaving. It was unreal, really. There were big crowds and people crying on the station. I don't remember my parents crying. I don't remember my saying goodbye. I know I did, but I don't remember that. I remember getting up in the compartment, and they separated the boys and the girls, so my brother was in a different compartment. But as soon as the train left, I started eating candies. I haven't stopped since. And I felt very lonely at that point. I remember crying a little bit, but not much. And I looked out the window and remembering how the snow and the water came together. And I was going to tell everything to my father the next day. And I did not realize that he's not going to wait for me on the other side. But I know that's what I thought. That's when I was leaving, but then they would be at the other side.
You were almost 10 at the time, is that right?
Yeah, 9 and a half. Yeah, not quite. So we arrived late at night in Paris and went through Paris to the Rothschild Hospital, where we all slept in one big room, all the girls. And there had been a transport leaving Vienna a week before, and we had gotten letters, and the rumors were flying. And everybody was saying they washed 6 kids in the same bathtub. So I was the first one to get up and ran into the bathtub before anybody else could take a bath, and I was very proud of myself. And that was sort of a consolation.
About how many children were on your transport, do you know?
100.
100.
There were 100 children on every transport.
50 girls, 50 boys?
Approximately.
Okay.
Oh, during the trip, I did manage to get into my brother's compartment and had a good time with him. I mean, the bigger boys were much more independent, and we had fun, sort of. When I arrived at the Rothschild Hospital, I realized when I went to bed that my father wasn't there to wait for me, so I cried myself to sleep.